But we talked about how product owners are agile product managers and what that means for us. So we did a little history in talking about how in Waterfall you have a product manager role, very high level, very strategic, large pictures, and in comes agile. And now we want someone with teams looking at short-term value delivery. And so what that looks like for us is that our product manager hats on our product owners, they function in a tactical short-term way, and they also fluctuate into a strategic and bigger picture responsibility space. And so talking about the differences there and how they can fluctuate in between people they can leverage. And so part of that was the triad. You have a voice of the user, voice of the technology, and voice of the business. And so combined helps to support your product owners so that as you're scaling and you have larger initiatives, they still can receive information, work with the teams to give them information, represent their stakeholders, and still stretch into that space so that they can still own some strategic support and some responsibility while still leveraging others.
So our teaching item is the role of the PO and the strive for balance. We're always continually trying to balance strategic, visionary with entrepreneurial and tactical. And so our key teaching item is that we have to recognize and know when we need to wear each hat. If you're surprised in the review, then you're not close enough to the work and the tactical end. But we need to be, consistent and understanding that depending on where we are in terms of the project, we're either wearing our sombrero, a top hat, or a hamburger.
That's hysterical. And what exactly is that hamburger? Is that the hamburger feedback that they talk about, positive, negative, positive?
Yes. Yeah. So,
Well
and it's
done.
not, the other thing with the balancing is they're not all necessarily equal. So we have to recognize and know when to put that right hat on, whether or not we're working in the day-to-day or broadly managing. So it's just.
Well done. Yeah, nicely done. There's a great consultant out there with a bunch of videos. I think his name is Marcus Buckingham, and he has a great video that talks about balance can be stagnating. So, when we're always striving for balance, we may not be taking risks or, pushing one of those polarities that we talked about. So that's a nice call out. Well done. Love the hats.
One of the things we're struggling with is as product owner prioritization and effectively learning how to tell customers or stakeholders no, or maybe later. And to that end, we thought it would be good to get some practice doing that. And so we came up with a set of haikus on telling stakeholders no. And so I'll just read through those haikus now. So the first one is, so sad to tell you, your ask is not important. It will have to wait. The next one is, OneStream is a customer of ours. A little context there. OneStream is too big. Their ask is not strategic. PO says not now.
Well done.
And then Mark wrote, your request noted, the team goals while still intact, considerations.
Whoa.
His is very evocative and open. So nice work there, Mark. And Paula wrote, I regret to inform we can't do what you're asking. No strategic alignment.
Oh.
So we, one of our learnings from yesterday under the key value areas, we talked about current value, talked about keeping customers happy is important as well as keeping employees happy. So we kind of got into a rabbit hole of, well, how do you measure happiness? That's challenging, it's a little soft. You can attempt that with things like Nico calendars, but what does that really tell you? So another approach might be to measure engagement. We've just started doing that at Bandwidth using the First Break All the Rules survey. It's a series of 12 questions, measures kind of outcome from that is an employee engaged or not? Why do you care about that? Happy teams innovate, they're more productive. You can retain and attract talent. People matter, that continuity of expertise is important.
Yeah, so one of the things that we practice as we mature in this role is this idea of storytelling, lightning talk, facilitation, presenting, all of these things. So well done, all of you. Nicely done. Becky?